Hello Hoop fans, this is Bahan Shahbazian. You're watching One-on-One with me, NBA Updates. Today I'm going to talk about trade rumors and players who are likely to get dealt before the trade deadline. And then I'm going to answer a fan question. Let me get right into it. Andre Miller, he's been a topic of discussion for the past week now because of his problems with Brian Shaw. The Nuggets are really trying to trade Miller. They don't want him on the team anymore, and the Kings are a team very interested in him. They're offering the Nuggets Marcus Thornton and a second-round draft pick for Miller, and then a separate deal with Jimmer Fredette and a second-round draft pick for Miller. It's up to the Nuggets, whichever one they want to take. If they want to score like Marcus Thornton or a shooter like Fredette, they'll make the deal happen. And the Kings, they need a backup point guard right now for Isaiah Thomas, and a veteran like Miller would be very good for them. They need some veteran leadership. And now the Knicks, who are also interested in him. Same with the Warriors, they're both interested, but the Knicks are looking to move J.R. Smith. That'll probably be their offer for Miller, which I don't think the Nuggets will take. The Knicks have J.R. Smith on their trade block. I don't think he'll get traded because of his low trade value right now. The Knicks will probably have to stick with him. And I don't care if they could bench him, they could play him. Obviously, they played well without him when he was on the bench. So the Knicks will probably have to keep J.R. Smith and see what they could do with him in the offseason. Maybe buy him out will be the best thing to do if they don't want him anymore. And then there's Gary Neal. The Bucks are trying to trade him as well. The Bucks haven't satisfied with their young players like Brandon Knight, Nate Wolters, John Henson, Chris Middleton, Giannis. All of them have been playing well. Plus they're dead last in the whole league. So you expect them to get a high draft pick in this year's draft lottery. And I think the Bucks are just going to rebuild from there. And I won't be surprised if they trade Larry Sanders as well. They've been trying to, but his contract is big. They just signed him to a 4-year, $44 million deal. I don't think any team wants that big contract, especially since Sanders, he's only good for rebounding and blocking shots. Maybe a team who really needs that defensive edge from Sanders, they could take him. But I don't think they'll find a deal, but they'll keep trying. The Bucks will keep trying to trade Sanders because I think Henson has outplayed him this season so far. Alright, and then Eric Gordon. The Pelicans are looking to trade him. I don't think a trade will happen, but the Pelicans are going to test his value to see what they could get for Gordon. Anthony Davis has been terrific for them this year. He's playing like an all-star. So Eric Gordon, I think it's just a test for the Pelicans. See what they could get in the trade market. And then Kyle Lowry. I don't think the Raptors will trade him. They want to keep him now. They actually want to re-sign him because he's played so well since the Rudy Gay trade. So I think the Raptors see Lowry in their future now and are satisfied with his work. And then other players who have been rumored in trades before. Jameer Nelson of the Orlando Magic. I don't think the Magic will trade him. Only because no team will take him. Jameer Nelson has a $9 million contract and the Magic want a first-round pick for him. A first-round pick is very valuable for this year's draft, so none of the teams are going to give that up for Jameer Nelson. Unless they're in a dire need of a point guard, like right now. But I don't think it'll happen. I think Magic will have to stay with Nelson until his contract expires. And then there are Lin and Osik. Osik, I think, is likely to go. The Rockets have been trying to trade him before. He's been frustrated playing behind Dwight Howard. They also had a deal in place for him with the Celtics. I think they'll revisit those trades before the deadline. And I think Osik will get traded eventually. Jeremy Lin, I think it will be hard to trade him. His value is very low in the market. But a lot of people are high on Osik. So I think Osik will be the one getting dealt. Jeremy Lin will stay. Now on to the fan question. Brian Morales, he asks, what do you think the Lakers need to do to become a playoff team again? Unfortunately, Brian, there's nothing the Lakers could do to become a playoff team this season. They're a lottery team this season. And I guess Lakers fans will have to bite their tongue and live with that. Next season, the sky's the limit for them. They have cap space. They'll have a lottery pick most likely. So they could rebuild from there. But this season, their playoff hopes are done. Especially since they have so many injuries. And just resting Kobe will be the best thing, like I've said before. Just rest him. Don't play him. Don't risk him. Rest him. And let the young guys play, let them scrap out there. They're fighting for a contract anyway. So you know those young guys are going to keep scrapping, keep playing hard. But the best thing to do is just play it out. They have too many injuries, they can't battle for a playoff position. Well, that about does it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to ask more questions on NBA updates for me to answer in the next video. And also, please hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. And subscribe to me, please. Thanks for watching.